The Night Shift is a real-play D&D video and podcast series for mature audiences. Content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions.
Last time on The Night Shift.
He grabs that amulet. You see him close his eyes. And then his body seems to fold into itself. And the space where he was, just you almost hear like a sucking noise. Just... And he's gone.
I can't scrape together gold. My soul's already sold. So if you're trapped under a spell, I wish you well. And if a creature roams your streets, you do better to retreat. 'Cause if you want it done right, don't hire the night shift.
All right, welcome back. So, just a little recap. Davoc disappeared in a puff of smoke, not actual smoke. Smoke not actually included. The room that you're standing in is currently engulfed in flame. That flame is growing, not shrinking.
I bet.
With the exception of like a 20-foot area where there's lots of sort of lavender roots reaching for something that isn't there right now. But besides that, this entire room is kind of being engulfed in flame. And just in case you guys needed sort of another wrinkle, another hurdle to jump over, the staircase is just a pile of boards now.
What are we going to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Remember, I'm cradling Timbo, so I don't even know. Am I aware? I don't even know if I'm aware that Davoc left yet. Because I'm like just looking at Timbo because he had just saved my life, and I'm very upset that he is exhausted right now.
Yeah, and on that subject, Timbo, death save.
Don't worry, Timbo.
Well,
Davoc just left.
I just need to rest for 8 hours.
A 9.
A 9. That is a fail. So you're going to mark a fail down on your sheet there.
No, damn you, Orange Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do?
Okay, can you explain what the staircase looks like right now? Like, whenever it fell, is the... I guess a lay of the room would be helpful at this point, again.
Yeah, so...
Like the exits, particularly.
Great question.
Thank you.
There's one exit about 22, 23 feet up.
with no stairwell to get there.
With no real way to get there. There's some boards sort of jutting out from it, but beyond that, it's a closed door, and it's a basement door, so it's like angled towards the roof. It would be pretty difficult, I think, at this point to get to it.
Like the
and you have no idea if it's locked on the outside or what. Okay. The other exit that you're aware of is a staircase that goes internally into the house. At last check by Tom Bombo, it was electrified in some way.
Yeah, but it's there.
It was real shocky.
But it's there.
But it is there. So there's that. And then there's a hallway that leads to a dungeon type
blood room.
I am starting.
So wait. The exit to the manse is not in.
Can
the
you hit
exit
pause
to the
on
manse.
that?
The exit to the manse is in the lavender room. It's not in. I thought the exit to the manse was in the blood room.
No, the exit.
It's in the main lavender room.
Okay.
I'm starting a 4-minute timer again. At which point the entire room will be engulfed in flames.
So I still have a spell slot. Can I use a spell? Can I use a cantrip?
You can totally use any spells or cantrips outside of encounters.
Okay. So I have frostbite, which should hopefully again extinguish flames. Do you think do I have to roll for that to see if it would be enough?
I actually think in this situation you could probably aim it at flame and completely extinguish flame, but it will be a pretty small area.
Okay.
This is like house burning fire, not like campfire.
Okay. Then I would like to use Entangle to grow some vines up to the door that we know is not. So we can climb up the vines.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
I want to
Andy
check
and
with you
Kestrel,
first
can
because I don't know.
Can you lift Timbo with those vines as well? I'm
And
only
your
50
centaur
pounds.
friend.
I can
don't know.
take
Hope
care.
so.
I can take care of
Wait,
Timbo.
are centaurs immune to shock magic? Is that known? Can that centaur
Is it
try
known?
to do it?
So it shall be
I'm
known.
talking to centaur. Are you immune to shock magic?
Steve the Centaur.
For at least the third time today, she looks at everyone else helpfully and shakes her head.
She's not immune.
All right. Okay. Well, while she's growing vines, I'm running to try to the door into the man's.
So you're gonna shock
No,
yourself
I'm not
again?
gonna. I'm not gonna touch it again. I'm
That's
not
where
gonna
I was
touch it
going
again.
to.
I mean-
I'm not gonna touch it again.
Okay. Use your second spell slot to grow vines up the wall.
Yes.
Yes.
To.
Yep.
Okay.
Tom Bamba, what are you doing with this other
I
door?
want
if
to
you're not
throw a
trying it?
playing card at the door and see what happens to the card when it hits the door. I have a deck of.
I
playing
have
cards.
explosive stones.
Okay, we can throw a stone at the door. Yeah, just pick up pebble. Sure. So we could explode the door.
Which one are we doing?
Kestrel, toss me a stone. Do it at the door.
I like the sound effects. Very good. Very good work there. Yeah. So you walk up there. You throw the rock at just the whole door, at the frame, at
The handle.
the handle. All right. Throw it at the handle. It pops. Looks like the handle's tarnished, maybe even like dented a little bit. Pretty minimal damage. It's a pretty heavy door.
Did I notice any sort of
pretty
shock,
solid metal.
like a zap?
I think
Nope.
we're gonna have to
No shock,
escape
no
through
zap.
the normal door.
Minute
With
30
the
seconds.
vines.
Yeah, we have a minute and a half.
Yeah, we need to climb those vines.
Okay, well, how much can I speak right now? I'm unconscious.
Totally
My character's
unconscious.
unconscious. Yeah.
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah.
Think about how much you speak when
Antilius,
you're
can you
unconscious. That's
can
how
you
much.
carry
Yeah.
Tom?
I can carry Tom.
Timbo. I'm
Timbo.
sorry.
I can carry Timbo. I have him.
Guys.
I know. Tom Bobo and Timbo are very close.
Okay.
I love 'em.
And then I turn to the centaur. Can the spell still like weave vines? Like, can they still be growing at this point?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna wind the vines around the centaur, and that's gonna help her up. So essentially, we're climbing up the wall with the vines, and then the door itself, like that's technically unlocked and open, right?
Great guess. You don't know yet.
Okay.
The door is
so-
for sure closed.
All right. So I get up there and I test the door.
Okay. So I think, and I'll pause for this moment.
Thank you.
41 seconds.
Jesus.
We're all gonna die.
What it's designed to do.
How about try this door?
Mind you, Tom Bombo is still by the other door. I think.
How many feet is that? Like 60 feet?
Yeah, roughly.
Start running. Come on.
I think at this point, fire has engulfed the whole sort of workshop area, which means the sort of dungeon blood room area is pretty much you can't get there now.
Well, crap.
The
I was gonna
entire
say we saw it.
staircase area is burning. The good news is it's sort of keeping flames at bay for now. You're in sort of a stone area behind that. The three of you are all trying to climb vines. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the two of you, you're having like a nice nap.
Which is really nice because this fire would be
Yeah,
no
just a
bueno.
nightmare.
Yeah,
Just
driving
an
you
absolute
crazy.
nightmare. So what's happening with Timbo?
I'm
with
carrying
Timbo?
Timbo.
You're
So
carrying
it says
Timbo.
Timbo.
Okay. So you're going to do an athletics check. Normally we'd say at disadvantage. Lindsay's going to make an arcana check to try and have the vines help both you and the centaur.
Nice.
18.
Oh, very nice.
What's your
16
Athletic.
plus 4 is 20. Carry the 1.
Oh,
wow, nice job.
20.
Modified 20.
Yeah, 20 for me too. So plus 2 athletics.
Modified 20 for the both of you. Okay.
It's actually.
Yeah.
So I think
Actually came through.
with no real issues, and
Good
with
job, guys.
Kestrel sort of orchestrating or engineering quite a bit of the success here. Like every time you kind of slip, a vine sort of wrangles around your wrist to give you a hand up. It's all very
Dang.
coordinated. What that means, I think, is that Kestrel is
A
sort of last
witch.
woman out. Well, I mean, excluding Timbo. I mean, Tom Bombo, of course.
Tom, get your ass over here.
I wanna
Let's go.
Run.
touch this door handle so bad.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the door handle.
I'm
Run.
not gonna split the party. Okay, I'm.
Just touch
it's really
it.
hurting me, but I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna run for the vines
There
because
you
I see
go.
them successfully escaping.
Let me ask you this: are you sure? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. No, come on, you come
Don't do that
Yep.
to him.
No, yeah, that was fucked up.
That was rude.
Yeah.
I feel like when you say, "Are you sure?" the person's like, "Oh no, I really want to."
No, I mean I want to touch that door. Trust
All
me,
right.
I do. But no, I'll go get out. I'll
Turn,
go get
sprint
out.
down the stairs.
Look
I
at
think,
40 seconds left. This place is getting a little fire.
yeah, and I've got it paused while we kind of figure out the machinations.
Okay. Yeah.
I think, and I'll unpause it once we start doing this. But I think your goal is run down the stairs. You have to then hop over the fallen staircase, and then to the vines to climb.
Okay, I guess I didn't know the staircase. Sure, yeah.
No athletics check or anything like that for that, but for climbing the vines, you'll need an athletics check.
All right, cool.
Oh, don't die.
Which we'll do in just a second. Kestrel had the Arcana check. The Centaur, as much help as you're giving her, is on the struggle bus. You modify 20. Yeah, very good.
It's still 20.
I know, I hear you. On the struggle bus. Not on the floor or anything, but definitely not at the ceiling either. So what that means is that Chuck, carrying Timbo, reaches the door first.
Well done, mate.
Well
And I
done.
will
Thank you.
unpause at the time that I unpause.
Uh-oh.
We'll kind of hear what you need to do, and then Timbo, you can go ahead and roll. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm at the door. I reach for the door to open it.
Yeah, you try it and
Try it. Yes.
push it out, and it moves. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's hard to kind of get leverage because you're climbing. That door's heavy.
and
Yeah.
I've got Timbo over here. So I push the door forward, climb up with Timbo, throw him up first, and climb in.
Yeah, I think with your check, that's a success. Timbo. Tom Bondo, I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's a 1.
That's all
But
but
I get to re-roll because I'm lucky.
You dirty.
Man, that's a 5. And this is athletics, not acrobatics.
Athletics, not acrobatics. Yeah, no, I think athletics, not acrobatics. You
Okay,
jump
so
up on the
it's a 3.
wall, and I think
After adjusting, that's a 3.
the fire at Kestrel's back at this point kind of has the vines a little less helpful, starting to wilt, not as she's not able to catch your missed footfalls and stuff as much as she was. So you run up there, you jump up, you grab, you sort of slip down. These vines don't catch you as well as you thought. You end up just on your ass on the floor, fire looping in closer. Kestrel has to sort of take a few steps in advance to avoid actual burns. At this
So can I
point,
climb these vines anymore?
yes, we won't do just one failed check. At this point, Chuck, what is it that Attilius is doing? I'm assuming you throw Timbo out, you open the door all the way.
Open the door. I'm kind of yelling for everyone to hurry up because the fire is spreading into the room. Is there any way that I can swoop back down there as a dragon and grab Timbo?
Great question. You do not have any
Tom, I mean, sorry.
wings or anything
Yeah.
like that.
I'm getting confused too.
The lunch
The lunch break
really
screwed
just
us all up.
threw everyone off.
Yeah, no, you don't have any like
Yeah, I don't have any rope or anything.
wings. You don't have any rope. You know what you do have? You have manacles that you ripped off the wall. It's there in your equipment list.
Oh, I forgot about those.
So I think the only thing you can do is those manacles are not
Do you have
super
a
long.
staff?
You do have a staff.
I do have a staff, yeah.
Lean over and grab, have Tom grab the staff.
I think you can kind of lean down all the way as
Okay.
far as you can. Put the staff or the manacles down. I think either way that probably buys you about 6 feet.
Is there any way I can connect the manacles to the staff to give it some extra length?
I think if you had more time, probably. I think
Okay.
in this situation, it's probably one or the other. So which one?
Okay.
Manacles or staff?
Staff.
Let's do staff. Tom, I think this time with the benefit of help,
Should I roll to get up to the staff?
yeah, you're rolling to like, instead of climbing now, you're literally just running, jumping, trying to bounce off, get any handhold you
You're
can.
trying
so
to
you can get up
parkour
the
that
staff.
shit and grab the staff.
Come on,
And-
Tom.
Is it
Parkour.
athletics, not acrobatics?
I think in this situation now, it could be acrobatics, yes.
My guy.
Okay.
God damn it.
At advantage.
Still,
At
You gonna
advantage.
die?
oh, I had advantage.
Yeah. He's reaching down to help you literally.
Wow, the dice are cold.
Maybe get rid of that one. Throw that one away.
That's an 8. That's an 8.
Okay. I think you jump up. You get maybe 10 feet up this thing, and these vines are sort of deteriorating, and you're just
Can I help him in some way? Like,
you are helping him in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But great question. Yeah, I think you're 10 feet up. You're not in the fire at the moment. You're not taking fire damage. But you're not making gains either. Kestrel.
Yeah.
You're at a decision point.
Oh,
It's get up and get out or continue to help Tom, which does not mean that you're abandoning Tom. But it's either continue casting the spell and focusing exclusively on that to help your friends, or start to sort of move on your own. Because fire's at your back.
I want to make sure Tom gets out okay, and I'm also worried about the centaur.
Yeah, Centaur's sort of in the same situation, 10 feet up, scrambling, not getting super far.
So I want to make this spell even stronger.
Let's see. We don't have a mechanic for that, but we have.
Or I can. Can I cast Frostbite and keep the fire at bay to help them get up faster?
Ah,
Let's try that.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that.
What do I?
Nice work.
No check needed. I think that's pretty
Put a
simple.
little
You turn
ice
around and
field
frostbite.
around.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a cantrip. You can do that for free. I think what that means is that. Let me make sure Entangle is.
Entangled has 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Concentration.
Well, we only have
Concentration.
40 seconds, so you should be good.
I should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
have
think
4
with
minutes.
frostbite, you can turn around and just kind of lay a layer down to keep the fire from
Okay.
continuing to spread. The other thing you could probably do is Entangle takes up a pretty big area. It takes a 20 foot diameter. So you can kind of have those vines spread towards the fire to they're fresh vines. They're alive, so they don't burn very well.
Okay.
I think between those two, you can probably buy yourself another turn. You are going to take some fire damage while you stand there,
Okay.
and it will get progressively worse. Oof. 6 points of damage.
Oh,
How much
Guys,
health do you have?
she's still alive?
Tom, you better hurry the fuck up, dude.
Get your fucking
I'm
ass.
trying. Okay?
That tone
I
change.
should open the door.
Door's open. We're waiting for you.
Go again. At advantage.
All right, that'll do it.
There you
let's
go.
see. All right, that is going to be a 22. Is it still? Which one is it? Acrobatics or athletics?
I think this one's athletics, probably.
Okay, then it's a 17.
Still good enough. Tom actually starts finally making purchase, whether it was because he was scared of Kestrel's tone change, but or whatever else. He finally grabs the end of that staff. You yank him up. You guys are all at the top. The centaur remains about 10 feet, maybe scrabbling slightly.
No, we didn't come all this way not to save this motherfucking sense.
Yeah.
No shit, guys.
If this
Get it
fucking,
together.
this fucking thing dies now, it's like,
I'm assuming once you haul Tom Bombo up, you stick that staff right back down for more help.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But centaurs have. Oh, they have hands. Never mind.
There's human hands.
Yeah.
Although you're pulling up a horse at this point.
Yeah. a dead horse almost.
Definitely just lost a dice somewhere.
Uh-oh.
It's Joseph's
It's like
biggest fear.
Stranger Things season 1. Everything hinges on this dice. The centaur's life does, and it's lost somewhere.
That's how we end
Yeah.
it. That's the cliffhanger.
So
Poor guy.
Centaur
Girl.
reaches up, actually does grab the spear
Oh.
or the
Staff.
Staff.
At that point, it becomes tug of war with gravity. The centaur is a big creature.
I'm pulling at Attilius's pants, trying to help him.
Oh, because you're so strong.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Every little bit helps.
3,
okay?
5, 50.
Every little bit helps is basically Tom Bombo's. like,
Shouldn't I grab Timbo and have him hold the staff and just hold him down there?
yeah, but then
Wouldn't
he
it-
has to
Yeah,
hold
but
the
then I
staff.
have to
Oh, yeah,
hold
then
the
you gotta
majority
put your
of
ass
the
to the
weight.
door.
No,
Don't put
no.
the weak link in the chain in the middle.
That's true, yeah.
Put it at the
I was
back.
just- I'm just on the end. I'm just a little buff.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
2%.
That's safe.
Let's go. What is it? I can't see it.
3.
Two fails.
As soon as we
Jay.
get out of here, though, we can just long rest. Right?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I mean, it depends on what he
Bold
rolls
of you
next.
to Kestrel. Back to the flames. You've bought yourself a little bit of time. The centaur is finally getting pulled up. You can see she's making headway. She's going from 12 to 15 to 18 feet. She's almost certainly going to inevitably make it out. Time to make a move.
Can I give Jay Bardic inspiration while he's passed out?
No. Hold on.
Can we give him any
I do
ale?
kind of like the idea of you like whispering in Jay's ear and him hearing it subconsciously.
You're gonna be okay. Just push.
But I think the answer's still no. But I do like it.
Believe in the power of music.
So, I mean, I don't.
Castro! No!
Don't, this is your fault.
I'm down here because of you, you son of a bitch.
We can
Okay.
talk about that.
What are we doing, Castro?
Okay, well, I mean, the centaur's still down there, right?
No, the centaur is
Centaur's
almost
out. We're good.
Centaur's
We're
almost
good.
out.
Oh, are we good?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
you're
it.
not
You
good.
got it
Oh,
now.
then I
We're
am
waiting on you
climbing.
now.
I'm
Everyone else is
climbing.
good.
Get your
but you
ass
now.
up here.
Jesus, I am climbing.
So you're going to make an athletics check. At advantage because you're using your own magic to kind of fuel your climb here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Big
Big money, no whammies.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
What was it?
18.
18.
What's your
18 is going to be
athletics
good
modifier?
enough.
0.
Okay.
I got good acrobatics.
I think, again, you climb up, you get just in range of that staff. You grab that staff, you get yanked up.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get up, what's the plan? You're all sort of laying there on the ground. Timbo's passed out. This fire
Is
is sort of
Garth
still
and Penn
climbing.
anywhere close?
Funny
Penn
you
and
should
Gareth?
mention it.
Oh, jeez.
As you turn around, two individuals, swathed in purple capes, as has become the norm around here, sort of swagger up more calmly than you would think, having seen all this smoke and flame. And mind you, behind you, flames are like literally licking out of this door now. Like it's climbed that high that fast. And Gareth sort of, I told you that they were in trouble. I told you. Didn't I?
God, you always do this to me. Let me speak first for once. God.
If you were in charge, you would know to speak first, and then you would just know. All right, so what's the situation?
Jin, Perith, Davoc.
Davoc
He's in
is-
trouble.
Davoc is in there.
He's in trouble. He needs you.
You have to
He's in
save him.
trouble.
You have
We
to
couldn't
save
get
him.
out.
Does he think that my name is Jin?
Jin and
Come on.
Listen, Gareth.
I don't even drink gin.
Davoc's in trouble. Your liege lord. He's down there in the basement.
We happen to have seen Davoc at the front gate. No
When?
less than 30 seconds ago.
When to say? Oh, well.
That was an imposter you saw. It was
Wow.
not the real Davoc.
He's
Make a
really
deception check.
talented, y'all. Davoc really made it out of that room. We had no idea. We thought he was a goner. That's good to hear.
I love that you went from like, wow, okay, yeah, bravo.
Good job. Good job, Davoc.
I'm glad to hear that Davoc's okay, Jen and Paris.
Yes, but
How
you-
are y'all? Are y'all okay?
You did
No,
not
you-
share the same concern for your well-being, if I'm honest. Penn, would you say?
No, not great
not
if they
at
had a
all.
medic kit or something.
In what way?
Well, he said we should come sort of take a look, but he seemed to have sort of a disregard for the fire. He didn't mention the fire. He didn't say that there would be fire.
No, not at all. And he said that to me. He was looking in my direction when he said that. That's
yes, well,
for
he was
sure.
just taking a break from
Well,
looking.
you
He
sure
always
you
looks at
don't
me
want to
when he
like
talks.
just at least peer into the flames? Just I mean,
Stick
just
your head
like-
in the door.
Yeah,
Do y'all
just
want to be
look.
the guards that let the man's burn down?
No, I think we could both
I
take a
mean,
look.
just,
I'll take a look
just to
first.
double
obviously.
Yeah, of
check
course
that
you
he's
will look
there,
first.
right?
I'll look first.
Yeah,
Sure,
okay.
I'd love to look.
Okay,
And
go
he sort of goes and leans over the edge.
And then Custro pushes him in.
Yes, yes. That's what my head was saying.
Yes,
I agree.
yes.
Yes. Wait, but y'all both have to be looking over. Are y'all both looking over?
Penn sort of told Gareth to
Oh, okay.
look first.
Pin the mighty. You bet.
I think you hear Gareth just sort of like, I don't see it.
He falls in.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm getting in Pin's face then. I want to do an intimidation check. And I'm saying, listen here, you little bitch. If you don't want to get burned too, you're going to take us inside that fucking man's right now, and we're going to get some medical supplies. We're going to heal our friend, or you're next.
Why don't you stand on a chair and say that to my face?
Intimidation check? Can I roll
check.
for it?
Yeah,
All right.
intimidation check.
You get on
He
a
says it
chair.
regardless.
That was great. Oh, no. Oh, should let it hit the floor.
3 plus 4. 7.
Yeah, I think Penn just sort of spits
You
right
have
back at you.
plus
Stand
4
on a
on
chair
charisma.
because he's very charismatic.
charismatic. So I was trying
Yeah.
to bring it.
Yeah.
Fine, then I want to just kick him in the nut.
I think just as you're gearing up, like you're sort of winding up cartoonishly for your kick in the nuts, you notice that the reason Penn seems so confident in this moment is that 6 guards have rounded the corner behind him.
Ah.
Son of a
Run away. Wait, we can, what are we going to do now?
So we can do this
I've got
the
it.
easy way or the hard way. And I'm counting 3 people standing up. Looks like you guys are
Nope, we
out of
surrender.
options here.
We surrender.
Excellent.
Can you explain what the hard way would have been?
I think you know. Look at your friend here.
Yep, we surrender.
Um,
One of the larger guards who was walking around the corner sort of walks up and claps Pin on the shoulder and, good job, I'll take it from here. And he's broad of shoulder, long of tooth. I mean, he looks like, he actually does look in charge as opposed to Gareth and Pin. He has some sort of emblem on his shoulder. Looks like perhaps he's head of the guard or something like that. So, good job, I'll take it from here. Where's Gareth?
Oh, he fell.
He fell.
Yep. Totally.
Yep. Totally by himself
Fell.
fell.
Into the, and he sort of points at the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
He just kind of like slipped and just kind of fell.
All right.
He
well,
was a dick anyway.
Nobody
right?
touched him at
no,
all.
that was my brother-in-law, actually.
Ugh. Sorry
Well,
about
I mean,
that.
Does your
Doesn't-
friend need help?
mean that he's not.
Yes.
then
Yes,
you're
he
welcome.
does.
Yes, he does.
He sort of reaches behind him and starts snapping his fingers, and somebody who's not, they're still in armor and stuff, but it looks like maybe they're the medic or something for the guard, run up and start attending to him.
Bless.
Thank you.
Timbo, you're gonna be considered stable, but still unconscious. So
Sounds
Just-
You
better
don't have
than.
to do any more.
Yeah.
no more
rows,
death
right? Yeah.
saves.
Oh, thank God. One more, I would have been out the gate.
Jeez.
Yeah. Scary.
No more death saves.
I'll take stable.
So they attend you. They kind of bandage you up. They attend to the burns. It's like, all right. Well, why don't we just have a little conversation?
Yeah. Seems like it's that time.
How well is the centaur doing right now?
Breathing heavily, definitely exhausted. Like physically, fine. In fact, fully healed. So like, no real missing HP. Mechanically,
Could she run away?
no. Can barely stand on her feet. In fact, and that's just the exhaustion.
Okay.
Physically fine, but exhausted, mentally and physically. So all right, well, come on, we'll bring you in the house and we'll attend to
we're
those
finally
wounds.
going, Tom.
Getting what you
I
always
mean-
wanted.
Wow. This took a turn. Let's go.
So
What was your name again?
well, I'm Darren.
Darren.
Yes.
So nice to meet you, Darren.
Nice to meet you, Darren.
He
Yeah.
sort of extends a hand and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shakes each
absolutely.
of your hands. He even kind of jokingly grabs Timbo's hand and like shakes his limp hand.
I like Darren.
Shakes
Very
my
nice to
limp,
meet you.
unconscious
The
hand.
cold fish.
I kind of want to wink at Penn too, and just be like, "Thanks, bro," because he didn't sell us out on killing Gareth.
Yeah, got that. It was nice. It was a nice moment for all.
There's
of us.
one thing we could all agree upon. It was
He really
Gareth had to
didn't
go.
like
Sorry,
Gareth,
bro. I
it
wasn't
turns
about
out.
to hit you in the nuts. It just looked like that.
Just caught up in the moment is all.
So Darren sort of leads you around to sort of like a
Killed
back.
Gareth.
What? I know. First of all, you went full murder spree.
My head was that too, though. I thought we were gonna push it both.
I
in.
was really angry. We just went through a lot of shit.
It's very emotional right now.
I'd love to another time. I'd love to hear about how that was Gareth's fault, but fine.
I love that.
It just
that
wasn't
Penn-
the time.
I just like that Penn's happy. We did Penn a favor, to be honest.
Yeah,
really.
no,
True.
Penn was ready to.
Also, we
get rid
gonna
of
say
that.
you're welcome.
Pin's on the leadership track now.
Yeah.
And
that
all it took
promotion.
was, just a simple count of murder. Darren leads you through the back door, or one of the many doors that are on the side of this building, not the grand entrance up front. As you guys are kind of looking around, sun has started to rise around the Purple Manse.
Wow.
And you've got all
We're
these.
still looking for Davoc, I'm assuming.
Lavender fields.
You're looking for
sunrise.
Davoc, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I want to know where he is. He just disappeared on us right before he was about to try and kill us.
And They said he was just at the front
Magically.
gates. So.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
be walking
But do we want to
into
deal
a
with
trap.
him again right now?
Essentially, you're walking through the back door. So if you want to go look for Davoc and he was at the front gates, you'd need to walk around the house.
I think we need to get
just
stick
with
Timbo
Darren.
healed up right now.
We gotta see the inside of the manse.
Check out the library. Get
Yeah, we gotta get Timbo healed. Let's go
Alright,
and try to get Timbo.
Yeah.
Rolls her eyes.
Kestrel's just tired of dealing with your unconscious bullshit.
She
the rest of
just
you.
she just murdered someone. We better be very careful.
Kestrel has a dark side.
Yes, she does.
Wild card. Wild card.
card,
That's what she yelled after she pushed Garrett there.
you like
Yeah,
them
so
apples?
as you're kind of walking around the corner of this building towards the back door, again, just lines and lines of these lavender bushes. Again, sun has started to rise, paint the sky with these orange, red, sort of purple hues. It's actually really beautiful out.
Feels good. Sounds like it if I could open my eyes.
Quite beautiful.
You feel it's a little refreshing to be in the light, after having spent so much time in the dark, in the woods, in the basement. Just feels a little nice to be out here. You're not choking on smoke at the moment, so that's an additional
that's always a plus.
benefit. And Darren leads you in the back door. He sits you down a little, looks like maybe it's like a little guard shack where they all kind of clean their boots and clean their weapons and all of these things. It is part of the house, but it's kind of a waypoint. And he immediately walks up to an interior door and locks it. And he looks at Tom Bomba specifically when he locks it.
All right.
No one go
Let's
through
see where
that
this
door,
goes.
please. Come on. All right. Does anybody want to tell me what happened?
It was crazy.
I'm going to need a little more than that.
There's a fire.
Davoc invited us to go kill an orc, and it turned out to be an ogre instead. And then when we went to go approach him, we actually got led down into a basement by mistake. I mean, he asked us to go into the manse, and
Yes.
just some guard,
He did.
probably an idiot like Gareth,
Yeah.
directed us into the basement, and we
I
just,
hate that guy.
knocked over some oil, and fire started, and here we are.
He sort of stares at you penetratingly for, it feels like several minutes. It's probably only a few seconds. All right. The whole time you were talking, guards were sort of slipping out the back door. Three of
Like
them.
leaving the room?
3 of them in total, yes, leaving the room. All right. That's an interesting version of
Yeah.
the events.
Yeah.
Is
It's a
it
flame.
it's
Are you going to
actually
do something about
true.
the fire?
is it the real version?
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but we're just the night shift, and
Yeah.
as you can see, it's like daybreak. So our job is essentially done.
Tilly, show him the ogre pinky. Who is the ogre
Yeah,
pinky?
yeah.
Show him the
yeah,
pinky.
Pinky.
we,
Ogre Pinky.
He sort of reaches over, grabs it. It's ridiculously large.
so
And
we
it's not
just
the
we
one
just
that
want to
is-
go
yeah,
home.
it's the real one.
Yes.
It's not
I mean,
ones
that's
that
the
are
truth of it, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Darren.
Were you paid?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we
we
were.
paid.
Yeah,
We
we
were
got
paid.
paid, and
We're paid.
we hold up the 25 pieces of gold.
What was great was that I saw on each of your faces as you were like, yeah, I guess so. Feels like we should have said no, but yes. Yeah. Feels like we had a moment there where we could have said no, but yeah, fine.
Like
He sort of like
sure, yeah.
bends the pinky and he's like,
a moment.
okay, well that certainly is an ogre pinky, I believe. They just fall off in these parts. It's
They are
crazy.
everywhere, but it's freshly cut. Look
Yes,
at-
I know.
look
I
at the
see it.
blood.
I
Yeah,
see
you
it.
that.
Okay.
Look at the edges.
Those 3 guards, one by one, kind of filter back in. They all walk up to him and sort of whisper in his ear, each in turn. And he'll kind of turn, stop, listen. Finally, he turns back to you. All right, well, we found the ogre. The basement is certainly on fire. No real check needed there.
No, it's burning.
This.
quite a bit.
There's
Yeah.
smoke to prove it.
So you have a centaur with you.
Yeah. My friend.
We do.
Yes.
I feel like there was sort of an implied question there. That's my fault. Why, I should clarify, is there a centaur with you?
The ogre was keeping it in its camp. Had it chained up.
Yeah,
was
we
brutally
rescued her.
damaged.
And
We
that
found
is
it.
the 100% truth,
The ogre
by the way.
ripped the tongue out right out of the centaur. Just
I think we're going to need to roll deception on that one. Probably with help. Your whole group is going along with it. Except for, of course, Timbo.
Oh.
Don't need help there.
Yeah, no help needed. Actually, go ahead and roll it, though, because you could always hit that double 20, you know?
oh, is there such thing? No, that's a 3.
I mean,
We all
so
rolled
no,
it? Just- no?
natural 20.
but it feels like if you hit double 20s, I have to give you something extra.
That's
right?
true. I agree.
Yeah, in this case, it helps me, so yes. If you hit those double 1s, though, watch out. It's going to be
Double
a bad
lucky
time.
now.
He stops and considers it. This guy's given to long sort of pauses and pensive moments and maintains eye contact for way too long. But at his base, you do get the idea, specifically Tom Bombo gets the idea, that he's fundamentally kind of a good person. Ultimately just cares about the security of this family and getting paid and looking after his guardsmen. And all right, well, most of that story seems true. which is
What seems false about it?
Gareth was pretty sure of Foot, and Pin, and he makes eye contact with Pin,
Pin's a great guy.
has sort of had it out for him
Okay.
for a while.
He definitely did that under his own accord. I didn't tell him to go over there. He walked over there by himself. You know
Well,
how he is.
we'll
He's
talk
very
about it later.
headstrong.
He might have
that
slipped
pair.
on some lavender that was outside. You know,
Lots
petals.
of lavender.
A lot of
Lot of
there.
lavender.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of lavender. Actually, look at those fields.
I'm just.
Did you ask if I saw the fields?
No, I'm saying there's a lot of lavender out there.
Yes,
in
well,
fact,
that's sort
I
of the whole-
actually touched his back to grab hold of him.
Tried
but
to rescue him.
just-
Tried her best.
Just right out of reach.
I
Wait,
think
no,
that's
no.
a deception roll
Look
again.
look at the rash on her hands. She couldn't.
No, I'll tell you what. The
she
20.
couldn't-
I think
she
the 20.
couldn't-
No, I think the 20 carries you, Lindsay. I think you're good.
Okay.
her itchy hand. She just.
Yeah, when you say that, he kind of. Oh, okay, all right.
So if I could get some Benadryl, that'd be great.
Kind of topical ointment.
And now a word from our sponsors.
You guys walk into the Duck and Cover Inn, same as you always do, and the place is crowded. It's bustling. What do you do?
I go right up to Badger and I'll say, "Hi, mate. I'll take a rally cap first pitch."
Hi, Timbo. How about make it 2, please?
I too would like a first pitch pale.
What the hell is a rally cap? What are you talking about?
Well, if I put my hat on backwards, you'd see a rally cap. Look at that. No, rally cap first pitch. It's a hazy pale ale from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Rally cap brewing. Why don't you pop that open, Kestrel?
all right.
Oh,
Music.
That sounds
was satisfying.
very satisfying.
Music to my ears. Yeah,
right.
Pelican Craft Brands distributes this all over South Louisiana. Anywhere that Pelican Craft Brands are sold, you can find Rally Cap First Pitch Pale Ale. Attilia, it's one of your favorites, huh?
One of my go-tos when I'm going to the pub is the first pitch pale ale from Rally Cap. It is truly a refreshing and inspiring beverage.
Layered with flavors of peach, citrus, and tropical fruit. You guys should have told me that to begin with. I would have
Now
dug
she's
right
in.
in.
Now she's in for
Wait,
it.
plans?
I can talk to this beer and drink it at the same time.
It's so complex and yet approachable at the same time, isn't it? It's quite wonderful in that way.
Pro tip, also on tap at Government Taco.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
If you two have a baby that you're trying to keep entertained, you can have some beer.
yes, absolutely.
Don't give the
Can-
beer to the baby.
Don't
I
do
was-
that,
that's illegal.
maybe.
Can we
I
discuss?
performed in this tavern many years ago. I had a few too many rally caps. Next thing you know,
I was going
here
to
she
ask.
is.
I was going to ask if we were going to discuss this child.
This is a rally cap baby, if you will.
That's a nice little pacifier you got there. What is that, a noonie, a pacifier? What you got there?
That is
that's a bottle of barbecue sauce.
perfect.
Never let your wife see this ad.
Rally cap.
To rally cap.
Cheers.
I think it's about this time that Timbo starts to round on his consciousness and
Whoa.
blink away.
Big guy.
Oh, it's Timbo.
Oh,
How you
mate.
feeling,
I want to
buddy?
give him a big hug. Can I give him a big hug?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, can I give him a big?
Sure.
Thanks, Darren. All right, come here, guy. Come here.
Oh, mate,
I feel like
where am
you're
I?
saying Darren, and my name's Darren.
Oh.
That's
Like-
right, Darren.
like
Absolutely.
Dern?
Come here,
I just
you
wanted to
big
make sure that
guy.
that was
Hey.
clear.
Hey,
Darren.
bro, thanks for saving me.
Where
on
the hell
this.
am I? And who's this bloke?
Oh,
Darren.
this is Darren.
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 It feels like you're not.
Well, good
I
day,
feel like I'm
Darren.
saying that.
Yep. It's fine. Let's move on.
Darren.
So not close.
Okay.
And no one else say anything. Just to be clear. Timbo.
Hi, mate.
First of all, love your accent. Where is that from?
This from down under?
Okay, that's
You know, on
evasive.
the other side of the mountain range?
Sort of an evasive answer. What is
Down
it that
under
happened
mountain range.
here at the Purple Manse?
So
What?
Kestrel goes behind him and starts miming shit.
Okay, you're gonna do a stealth check. No, or wait. Stealth or performance, but it's at advantage because I think Pin kind of sidles over and shields you from vision from the other guards.
Okay.
Great job, Jen.
At this point, Pin's in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah.
I mean, he's He's pinned for
Did
a
you add
penny.
advantage?
Add advantage.
17 plus 19. I do some bitch charades. Like, I'm really good at charades.
I do some bitch and charades. Yeah, you get the general gist of what she's going for. So I think in this situation, you can use everything you just heard them say, but I'm still going to want you to tell Darren the story of what happened here.
Well, mate, we went out and killed that ogre. We came back here, got led down to the basement of the manse, collect our payment for the ogre, and fire broke out. That's all I remember.
Oh, did you slip and fall or something? Were you? How did you become unconscious?
Well, I'm deathly afraid of fire. I just passed the fuck out.
At this point, he kind of looks over his shoulder and notices that Kestrel is behind him, and Pin is like actually like messing with her like cloak, like he was trying to warn her to stop, but instead he's just like messing with her cloak. He's like patting her shoulder. He sort of looks suspiciously, but turns back around. Okay, all right. Well, I think at this point it probably behooves everyone for you to just be about your business. What do you think?
We'll just go out the front door then, and we'll
Nope.
be on our
No,
way.
no, not the front door. The back door.
Back door.
Davoc was pretty specific about that.
Come on, Tom. Let's go.
All right.
I should let you know, Davoc was not pleased with your work.
And he told you that
Well,
when?
maybe Davoc should
On
have
his
been
way out.
a little more.
Really? How did he look?
How did Davoc look?
Yeah.
He's gained a few pounds in this last winter, I suppose. But,
Oh,
what do you mean?
He told you we killed the ogre, right?
No, I
No,
just
he didn't say anything about that.
wondered if his beard was like singed or
Was he in the
anything.
fire?
No.
Oh.
No. No.
No.
Okay. Feels sort of like an odd question if he wasn't in the
Nope.
fire, right?
You know what?
So we'll just take our
We
gold
should-
and get out of
Yeah,
here.
let's go. Hey, duck and cover.
We should leave.
Duck and cover.
We should leave.
I'll tell you what. If you're going to go to the duck and cover, at least say hi to the bartender for me, okay?
Oh, fiddlesticks, yeah.
But
man.
of course.
You know,
Just tell him Darren said hi. And say, please, say Darren, okay?
Darren.
Darren.
Dan.
You've got it. Yep.
I daring you to correct me again.
Whoa.
Just
All right.
kidding.
Out.
Slap you
Go.
on the butt and walk out.
Slap you on the
And I think it's more like a jumping high five, right?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna jump in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This little pat on the butt, walk out.
Yeah. So you guys walk out. There's two guards out there kind of leaning against the wall, shooting the shit, but they let you pass unmolested.
Do we see Pin on the way out at all?
Yeah, I think Pin probably joins you, like walks you, says to Darren, "Oh, I'll walk him out," and walks along with you on the way out.
I'm gonna turn around and say, "Hey, Jen," I'm gonna flip him a gold piece.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
love it.
Jen.
Thanks, bro.
He's probably not even bothered. He's got 2 gold now. Yeah, so he follows you all the way up to the front gate. What you do notice when you get to the front gate is that there's no carriage. Davoc took that.
Cool, we get to walk.
It looks like we're walking, mates.
This is some
I'm
night
really
shift
fucking tired.
bullshit here.
The centaur's still with us?
So, yeah, this is some night shit bullshit here. Yeah, we'll skip the whole walk. It's going to be several hours for the
Yeah.
record. I think you probably, if you're walking back to the duck and cover, it's probably like noon when you get back.
Tom tries playing his
I'm
lute
so
or whatever
tired.
the whole way, and I just
All
grab
the
it
time,
from
all
him
the
and
time.
hold it like this.
Hey, give that back. Hey, come here.
I think without really any issues, you eventually arrive back at the duck and cover and sort of slide into this bar. Not walk so much as just collapse into random seats. Fiddlesticks comes over and he knows to bring a round or two when you guys
Yeah.
settle in.
Hey, fiddlesticks, this round's on Darren.
Oh, did you see Darren?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yep.
Oh, that's just. Did you tell him I said hey?
Well, I didn't. He said to tell you, hey.
Well, when next time you see him, tell him I said hey.
Will do.
Hey.
No problem.
Of course.
By the way, I've also named the centaur Rainbow Dash because
Rainbow Dash.
yeah, because I mean we don't know her name, and I
Yeah.
just can't keep calling her.
I don't want.
centaur.
I don't want to be. I want to be very clear when I say that every time you say that name, she stomps in disapproval and
Looks
snubs.
pissed.
Yes. She hates it.
Okay.
It takes no insight to know. That's a free check for you right there.
You should give her.
Fiddlesticks, have you met our centaur Rainbow Dash? Look
She
at
kind
her.
of stamps.
Oh,
and
centaur.
shakes her head.
Look, it's
Oh no,
our
that's lovely,
property
Rainbow
now.
Dash. That's a great name. Yeah, very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. So how did it go? You look a little worse for the wear.
Well, I need a nap.
Yeah, nap would be great.
Maybe
A
an
room.
ale-
Two
maybe an
rooms.
ale
That
first.
first.
Maybe
That
an
first.
ale first.
One ale first, or
Ales and rooms. Lovely.
Yes.
I'm right
And we're getting
business.
first rounds on Darren. Remember, he wanted us to tell
Yes,
you
well,
that.
Darren doesn't have a tab here.
he just said you'd take care of it.
He said I'd take care of it.
Well, and then you
He
take care of him
implied it.
taking care
This
of
is
it.
about that
implied
time
it.
I bought him. It's fine. Yep, absolutely. And he walks behind the bar, grabs a few ales, comes back, and he sort of slings them out. And he's like, I'm going to let you sleep, of course, but I want to hear about it later, okay? Just let me know. You know, it sounds like it was a really fun sort
Yep.
of thing.
I
So
want to tip him. I'll tip him. Tip him appropriate amount. I don't know.
Will
What's like,
do.
because not a gold piece would be
it'll be a
crazy,
gold
right?
for all of you, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You give him a little tip.
He takes it, bites it. Oh, appreciate it. And walks away.
You ever need anybody to play Fiddlesticks?
Shit, guys. We just barely got out of there.
Too close for comfort.
I need to see the inside of that man.
Let it go. Let
Oh,
it go,
my God.
man.
I tell you, I don't remember a damn thing since the stairway collapsed.
Timbo, I've been meaning to tell you, thanks for saving my life back there, man.
Oh, I did do that.
It was fucking awesome. Yeah, it was great. Cheers.
Hi, mate. No
Cheers.
problem.
Here we go.
Apparently, somebody saved my life too. So, tip of the cap to you.
Kestrel did some
Yeah,
pretty
you're
crazy
welcome.
shit.
Yeah,
She did.
I
She
did.
pushed a man through a door.
He
Yeah.
was pissing
Apparently,
me off.
there was a massive fire, and I slipped through it. That was nice.
To be fair, he was pissing me off.
Kestrel, I feel like you did a lot of positive things, but I feel like you did some crazy things as well.
So,
And you've never met a woman before?
That,
just so
Oh,
I'm clear,
that was slick with the guild thing, though, with Davoc there.
did we
Good.
kill
Well,
Davoc?
speaking about the guild, we're going to have to make some kind of report to them because he's doing illegal magic.
At that moment,
So we
one-
haven't
one of
killed Davoc.
No, bro. He is,
Oh, no, we never killed
Timbo,
him.
he
Sorry.
is,
I think
he is
you were
powerful.
probably filled in on the 6-hour walk back.
Timbo,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is powerful.
You know everything now.
but you have noticed that Timbo has some like memory loss or something. It's a little concerning.
Well, it was
Landed on his
It's
head.
Harry in Spider-Man 3.
As you're talking
fine in
about
5
it,
minutes.
yeah, absolutely. As you're talking about it, one of the chairs sort of gets slid back heavily, and a big-bodied, affable dwarf sort of slams himself down in it.
yeah.
This is a person you're all familiar with.
Love dwarves.
Notarok Strongshank.
Oh.
Love that
Nice
uh,
last name.
dwarf naming there, DM.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Notarok Strongshank the Ninth. To all of you, just Notarok or Rock.
Rock. That's my boy Rocco, mate.
Oh, that's
Notarok
strong
is
shank. That's strong shank.
He's,
Strong shank.
a very stout dwarf, ruddy skin, deep-set brown eyes, long red beard, styled in elaborate braids. It looks like it probably takes him hours to get ready when he puts these braids together. I mean, really. And every time you see him, they're in different configurations. A lot of pride in his personal appearance, for sure. Basically, your past experience with Notarok is that he is always, and I mean always, in armor. You've seen him coming out of the bathroom before, fully armed up. There's an ongoing joke around the guild that he might not actually own clothes, only armor. Which is to say that Notarok is always prepared.
So he's
Some of
from
that.
the guild.
He's absolutely from your guild. He's
Okay.
he's the first sword of the Iron Council. So
I'm
he is.
guessing that means something important.
It means he is the leader, the man in charge, the Iron Company. So first sword of the Iron Company is a traditional role. It's the person in charge. Now, mind you, it's a kind of a confederacy of hired hands, and so that doesn't mean that much. But it means you report to him to some degree. except for when you don't,
Mr.
of course.
Strongshake, how's your wife doing? Great to see you there, bud.
Let's not bring my wife into it.
Never gonna get off the night shift.
Yeah, no, let's leave my wife out of things. So, it's good to see you alive and, relatively healthy.
It's good to be alive.
Nice to see
Rock.
you too, mate.
You got in some major fuckery.
All right. You
That's
know
one
that
way to
I'm
put it.
not a fan of that sort of language.
Sorry. We got in some major dukery.
Dukery is better. It's still a bit profane for my liking.
Shenanigans?
Shenanigans
Tomfoolery.
is more fun.
Ooh,
Yes, I like
tomfoolery's
tomfoolery.
fun.
There was a bit of a kerfuffle.
Oh,
What did I just
kerfuffle
say?
Indeed.
A kerfuffle. At the Purple
You
Manse.
watch your language. In Gnomish, that's the worst curse. All right. Fill me in. I'm aware there was a fire or something at the manse.
Slip right through that.
No.
Kestrel, you want to talk about that again?
I think before you dive in, if you're telling him the truth, you can just say, hey, I tell him the truth.
He's the leader. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Are we telling him the full truth? Are we telling him that we cross blows with Davoc?
A slight
Or we
version.
telling him
I
we
definitely
discovered something
didn't
down there?
Well, and
Kill
the,
anyone.
And the blood
That's-
magic.
that was
Because I
not
don't
me.
want to let this guy. Well, we can't really metagame. As she's going to tell him that we attacked Davoc, I'll be like, oh, and then yes, and then out of nowhere, a flame erupted. I don't know what it was. They had some sort of experiments going on. We don't understand. The next thing we know, the basement's in flames. Davoc is nowhere to be seen, and we had to escape. We had to get out the manse.
Uh-huh.
Hmm?
And that's the truth, is it, Tom? Tom, before you answer, remember that I control whether you get more shifts or not, night or daytime.
Why would I lie to you?
Kestrel?
I'm sorry, what?
Is that the truth, Kestrel? The full truth?
And nothing but, yeah.
Timbo, you wouldn't lie to me.
No, mate, fire broke out. I passed out. You know me.
He's
I mean,
scared of fire.
look-
Doesn't
Does
like
sound
fire.
right.
I mean, you
This
can
is why I'm
see
on the night
that we
shift, isn't
rescued
it?
somebody. I mean, Rainbow Dash is right here.
We
you
did
can
say
She
Rainbow
once again
Dash.
stomps.
nod or shake her head,
All right. Davoc swings a heavy hammer in Nest Haven. You know that. If you are crossing swords with him, and he sort of looks at Tom, and then
Oh, never.
I suggest you have someone who can protect you. Why are you winking at me?
Oh, I thought you winked at me.
No.
Who'd you have in mind?
Me. I don't know how to be any more clear about that. But you have to tell me the truth. And I sense I'm not being told the truth.
About what specifically?
Well, that's the trouble with truth and half-truth, yes? I'm not exactly sure where it wanders from one to another. What I am sure of is that Davoc is, known...
An illegal motherfucker. I mean, mother,
fornicator.
something.
Sorcerer. A mother sorcerer.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We're speaking candidly.
Illegal.
We
Rock, have you ever been down in that lavender dungeon?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, well, there's more than just lavender down there. You know how the Purple Manse has all those lavender fields?
Yes.
Down under? The basement.
Oh, not your
Yeah.
homeland. Okay.
They
I'm following.
make a lot of perfumes and oils
Yes.
with the lavender.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this centaur was down there. I don't think he was making lavender.
No, he was making a drug.
blood.
Pretty
magic.
sure it's a drug. Didn't we steal some?
Here I'm gonna
feel like,
dump
yeah,
the
we got
contents of
some.
my. I'm gonna dump the contents of my bag onto the table. But I didn't grab anything. You know, I just grabbed a bunch of random stuff. I have no idea if
Yeah.
anything's useful.
He sort of runs his hands through it and... Okay. Yes, it looks like you've been to Bloodbath and Beyond or something. You've got sort of smelling materials covered in gore. That's interesting,
Yeah.
certainly.
Blood
and it
magic.
does.
I want to tap the bottle.
Yeah, well, that's just sort of lavender extract, I think. But you're indicating you believe that there's some blood magic happening.
And I take Rainbow Dash's mouth and I open it, and it's like, look, there's not a tongue. He took out her tongue.
She's doing that aggressively, but her point stands.
Yeah, I think not Rainbow Dash is very concerned about this whole interaction, for the record.
Not feeling it.
It's like, come here.
Just wrench open your mouth. Like, how would you feel if someone just grabbed you by the
There's no
face
tongue in here.
and jawed you open? Yeah, he sort of looks at it, and one of the things you do know about Notorok is that he's almost never surprised. It's pretty much his job to not be surprised. So he sort of looks, and that's unexpected.
A centaur without a tongue.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
She didn't do it to herself.
He looks at not Rainbow Dash, and she shakes her head. Okay, here's what I have for you. Davoc has already communicated to me, as well as to the Thousand Hands Guild, that you are not to work shifts. He says that you did not accomplish what he set you out to do.
Well, that's rubbish.
He says that he overpaid you. He says that you then entered his home without permission.
Well, I don't know about that.
We never got in the manse, Rock. Let me be painfully clear on that point, okay? We never got to the house.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that one is really
His God sent us down to the basement.
we found a centaur down there. That's where the centaur was.
Yes, I'm told a body was recovered as well.
My body count's pretty high, but that's not... What body?
An ogre body.
No, a local guardsman.
Yep.
Name of Parith or something.
Yeah, he tripped and
Paris.
fell
He
in.
fell.
Yeah.
He fell through the door
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
on his own
It's on
rockets
fire.
of fire.
by himself.
A lot happened. It was crazy.
Nobody, that just right through it.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, we were all pretty disoriented,
I
to be
tried
honest.
to grab hold of him,
I heard-
actually.
Yeah.
I heard a thud.
But
Her hands are...
my hands are all swollen.
She
and
she
stuff.
has an allergic reaction to fur. You see.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Ironic for
familiar.
a druid, I know, but...
Yeah.
Yes,
you know.
I'm familiar with your eccentricities as a group. Okay. Here's the deal. I can protect you in so much as I'll make sure that no one in our group and no one in the Thousand Hands Guild is sent after you, because that is what he wanted. Here's where
Alright.
I cannot protect you. He will go to some other group and put a price on your heads. I will work from my end because I know you, not necessarily because I trust or like you, but you are part of my staff. I will make sure that I dig into this. If there is a gory basement, then I'll find out. If there's not, I'm going to let him put those coins on your head. Do you understand?
Do we still have the manacles?
There was a pretty big fire down there. Like, the basement could be burned to cinders.
Can we show him the manacles of, like, this is what we found on the orc? Or ogre?
Probably a good idea.
Talk to the centaur.
I'd love to. It appears it
No
does not
problem.
have the ability to speak.
Wow.
I take out the manacles and show him.
Heard of yes and no questions?
What we
He's
took from
doing experiments.
throw him on the ground.
All right.
Why would an ogre on his property have manacles? Rock, tell me that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strong argument. Okay. Here's what you should do. I have some coin here, and he reaches behind him and grabs a bag of gold and just throws it on the table. It's got to be at least
Working out.
100 gold.
Yeah, more money, more money.
And he sees all of your pupils widen. And he goes, "It's not for you.
Oh, mate.
It's to save your skin.
So
It
it
still
is
comes
kinda
out of
for
my
us.
pocket.
Yeah.
So you will owe me after
Right?
this.
It's a loan.
I hate
Not alone.
having
You don't
owe.
have to pay it back. You should know after all this time I am looking out for you. So, you will take this 100 gold. I suggest that you bring it to AG. And I'll explain who AG is in a minute, but you all would know his name. Very wealthy banker in the area. Take it to AG.
Level up, level up, level up, level up. Level up.
And you will give him this bag. And he will give you information about Davoc.
I like where this is going.
Are we clear?
Yes.
That blood magic bastard's going to pay for his crimes.
Yeah, we're going to see the inside of that manse.
After that, I suggest you go see Zedric Hazlitt.
Hey, say that name again. I don't know that one.
Zedric Hazlitt.
All right, what's Zedric going to do for us?
Zedric is, well, he's seen better days, but he's a former detective for the Nest Haven Guard. He specialized in arcanautics, magic drugs. If Davic's doing what you say he's doing, he'll be the man to know. You may want to bring coffee. You can find him at the Troll in the Wall. It's a little bar in the Dregs. Dregs is like the worst neighborhood in Nest Haven.
Can I know Zedric Hazlitt because I bought drugs from him before, but I just act like I don't know who he is? I'm like, oh, okay,
You want to have bought drugs before?
Yes, I bought magical drugs from Zedric for
100%.
sure.
Yeah, not from Zedric.
Oh, but like a lower level Zedric street dealer.
Well, okay, so just to be clear, Zedric is like a former detective with the Nest Haven Guard, but I think you would know him that way if you bought magical drugs before, he would probably know your name.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe
so it can be like you know him, and maybe y'all haven't had the best relationship in the past. I think that's probably the way to spin this one.
Rock, listen to me. Oh, sorry, are you done? Is that end of our instructions?
Mate, where was Zedric?
The Troll in the Wall.
Yeah.
It's a little bar in the Dregs. You'll find it. It's really the only place down there that will serve ale to people. Yes, what is it, Castrol?
Look, if you're going to be looking into this on our behalf, you have to be careful. We almost lost Timbo to this magic that Davoc is using. He has some kind of amulet that lets him have black tendrils coming from his hand. It has to be related to whatever magic he's doing. So if you're looking into it and he knows, you have to be careful.
There's a terrible stench about the man. Underneath all that lavender perfume, something smells off.
A little bit rotten, I'd say.
Yeah,
Smells of
absolutely.
cabbage.
Just like a CSI opener where he pulls his glasses off and
Bung,
says,
bung.
"This stinks."
You didn't pull your glasses off.
I didn't. No, I need them to see. They're not for aesthetics.
Yeah, you still got to make the point there.
Okay, Rock, do you understand?
Sure. I'm sort of the supervisor in this situation. You do recognize this, yes?
I'm worried
Thanks,
about
Pops.
you.
And I didn't mean to lie to you earlier. I thought you might be mad at us for fighting with the guy that we made a deal with, but he broke the deal first.
To be clear, I'm quite angry with all of you. But you're in a dangerous situation here, and I have no interest in seeing you end up on the wall or worse.
And
You're a
if
good
you are
boss.
looking into Davoc, you will be in danger too.
Yeah, that's the danger right there.
Understood. I will take it seriously.
We got to take him out.
On that note, thanks. Appreciate it.
I think he grabs Timbo's beer from out in front of him, drains it, gets up and walks away.
I want to push my beer to Timbo. There you go, big
Yeah.
guy.
Hi, mate.
Take
I
this
appreciate that.
That's bullshit.
Need a little recovery ale.
Guys, we're screwed. Do you realize what just happened?
Yeah, we just got 100 gold.
No, we're
No.
down 80 gold,
No.
Timbo.
No,
Over.
Timbo.
Reckon we can have another round of beers.
Peace.
No.
Fellas,
Davoc
thanks.
just
One
went
more
over
before
and
we go.
screwed us and basically said, hey, these people are crazy and I'm going to put a bounty on their head so nobody will listen to them.
He's such a dick.
Damn.
Yeah. No shit.
He must be put out of his misery.
How urgent do you think our meeting with Cedric is?
I
Like,
mean, I think
well,
it's pretty urgent.
can we go like,
I feel like we
sleep
all
for
need a
little
long rest
bit?
first.
I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty tired. Well, Davoc's after us.
All right.
Yeah, but he ain't coming here.
What? Like
We don't-
maybe
we don't-
2 hour
They said,
nap?
oh, yeah, you know what? Actually, we can rest here because Rock I mean, we basically control the duck and cover in. Any other guild's
Right.
not going to come in here to get us. If we're safe anywhere for now, I think we might be safe here.
Yeah. I mean, we need to rest. So
And then when the sun goes down, we head over to Zetrix.
Roll out.
first we have to go to the bank.
Right. Ah, shit, that's going to be closed. Should we go to the bank first and come back and take a nap?
You happen to know that the AGM, as they call it, is never closed.
Okay. Cool.
AG's bank is always open.
Is it AG Mortgages?
24/7. It is Algeronius Ganiliton Basileus VII.
Oh, shit.
Long line of banking. He's from a banking family.
Quite the banker
He
there.
runs the Basileus Vault of Nest Haven. And pretty much if you have something that you don't want stolen, it's the only place in Nest Haven that you can really take it and be sure.
I say we take a nap, guys.
Yeah.
Rest
Agreed.
up.
Pretty
Concur.
tired.
All right. I think a few clinks of drinks
Yep.
in celebration of a mission well won.
We're all here.
We're all
alive,
All
barely.
right,
We're
we're
all
alive.
We have all our
We got
fingers
Rainbow
and toes.
Dash.
we've
Yeah.
acquired a centaur. They can't
Fiddlesticks-
talk.
Fiddlesticks walks up and sort of rubs his hands together and, all right, well, is it going to be more ale or what's
One more round and then the room, I reckon.
Yeah,
No, I'm-
about the room. You can't stay.
Nah, that crocky.
Fiddlesticks, are you really, really doing this to us? We just tipped you for a free round of drinks that you gave us.
I think that's just called payment, actually. No, you've been lovely customers. It's just, someone else bought them all up.
God
You can't have any. Sorry.
damn it.
It's not really good timing there,
do we know, like,
Fiddlesticks.
any of our street connections where like a crash pad would be or anything? I mean, I feel like we would have some kind of well, I don't know. What are we doing?
The guild itself, the Iron Company, has a location, the Iron House. And there's sort of dormitory style stuff there for like short term.
We go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With little discussion, you guys just sort of get up and like, fuck this. Let's just go to the
All
Iron
right, Fiddlesticks,
House.
no more ale then.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm sorry, but have a good night.
Yeah.
Keep your sorries.
Okay. Have a good night anyway.
Yeah.
Next time on the night shift, Nerdrock said we need to go to the vault. We need to talk to AG
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
and get the information.
Let's
get the
head
fuck
right
out
to
of the
the
bloody
vault.
stool. right? Like,
I can't scrape together gold. My soul's already sold. So if you're trapped under a spell, I wish you